Civil War era was a time where there was a lot of hostility between the Union and the Confederacy. This tension, carried mostly by slavery disputes, led to the death around 620,000 soldiers. Today I will be comparing two films, Glory and Gone with the Wind. Both of these films are based off of the hardships that many individuals had to face during the Civil War. The film Glory represent the society of African Americans being enlisted in the war. In contrast, Gone with the Wind is about wealthy white Southerners who are not invested in the war effort. Glory, directed by Edward Zwick, tells the true story of Colonel Robert Gould Shaw, played by Matthew Broderick, is offered command of the United States 1st All-African American Regiment, the 54th Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry, with Junior Officer Cabot Forbes played by Cary Elwes. Shaw creates a strong and proud unit, including Trip played by Denzel Washington and the John Rawlins played by Morgan Freeman. At first limited to menial manual task, the regiment fights to be placed in the heat of battle. Gone with the Wind, directed by Victor Fleming, is an epic Civil War drama, focuses on the life of petulant Southerner Bella Scarlett O'Hara played by Vivian Lee. Starting with her idyllic on a sprawling plantation, the film traces her survival through tragic history of the South during the Civil War and Reconstruction, and her tangled love affairs with Ashley Wilkes and Rhett Butler. One of the many impacts of war among the people is selfishness, as you can see in this video. Scarlett and Rhett Butler fleeing the town to save themselves. The visible impact of war was unity among the soldiers. As we see in this video, Trip opens up to those around him and there is a bond that forms between them. In Gone with the Wind, Scarlett is pampered in her plantation home. She constantly had attention from maids, butlers and men. Living conditions for the soldiers in the movie Glory were very poor. Many of them had to live in a small tent with minimal food and water and proper clothing. In the movie Gone with the Wind, Rhett Butler, a Confederate robe and major foil for the protagonist, a bold, cynical rule breaker, Rhett claims that his heroic smuggling during the war was purely for profit and that he doesn't care what society thinks of him. In the movie Glory, there are soldiers who smuggle. These pictures show the aftermath of the order from a commander to ransack the town and then burn it down. This led to distrust among the army. In these two movies, we can see two very different points of view during the Civil War. The wealthy white plantation owner had much less to worry about than the enlisted slaves. These two clashing societies were one of the many things that led to the Civil War. In the election of 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected. This caused South Carolina to be the first of many states to secede from the Union and form the Confederacy. The newly formed Confederacy didn't want to be under Union rule because they feared Abraham Lincoln would abolish slavery.